Hi class, hope you're having a great week. Well, today is something I want to get your attention towards is the project that's due for this course. Introduction to Supply Chain Management, you all completed a research paper with sources in the MLA format style. But with this course, you're going to do something just a tiny bit differently. When you get into the workforce in the supply chain management field, you are actually going to be doing more reports than anything than an academic research paper. Of course, the academic research paper, the purpose of that assignment was to help you learn how to research the topic and see the scholarly documentation and the theories that are published about supply chain, as well as many articles and many news articles and opinions. But the purpose of this is to get you ready to create a report that will be read by CEOs, board members, and the such. But don't let that right there alarm you, because again, the business report for this course is very simple, and a business report is very simple the more that you do of them. Now, you can get fancy or you can be basic, and I really just want basic at this point. Now, there are some little things that can actually help you that's really easy to do that makes you, looks like you put a whole lot of work into it without having to put so many man hours into it. There's report templates, and I'll get into that. But if you go into the research project folder in the logistics class, you will notice it is due November the 30th, no sooner nor later. Of course, if you get it done soon, you can go ahead and turn it in. But there is a document that I have prepared. First off, you will find there's a sample report that one of my students did last year that really spoke to me as being what a student should produce. Also, please be aware she did put a little of her own flair into it because she is a logistics analyst. I don't expect all that analyzing material to come from you, but if you do want to do some basic calculations, do some basic shows, things, numerical data in a form of an Excel sheet and insert it into your Word document, you can do that. And don't worry, I've already got all that kind of lined out in the document. It's called the project report directions, and I just want y'all to be aware of that this report is going to have a cover page, a table of contents, introduction, the body, and the conclusion and recommendations. So that's pretty much just, clear directions on that. I do want y'all to realize it needs to be 2 to 3 pages, and but that 2 to 3 pages is actually covering the meat of the paper, and that is the introduction, the body, and the conclusion and recommendations. So those 3 sections will go in those 3 pages. Now, the cover page, the table of contents, those will actually be count as your 4th and 5th pages, so to speak. Of course, your cover page will go first. So if you follow the report, the business model report that I posted, you should not have a bit of problem knowing how the format needs to look. And so again, keep in mind that is just a representation of what this paper looks like. One of my students did a really good job on. So again, you don't have to get too over the top or overboard, but I do want you to show me information in table form if you can. And I'm sure that you can. If you need help with that, your instructor also knows a little bit about importing Excel tables into Word and making them look great. So get in touch with me. I don't mind doing that part, helping you with the technical, because that's going to help you even on the workforce. We do talk about that a little bit in our word processing class. Some of you might not have had word processing, or it might have been a while. So we're going to try to cover that with you. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with me about that. Also, remember that, again, this paper is something I'm just trying to see if you do get the basic knowledge of what a logistics analyst will do. This is what this course really is. You're learning to be a logistics analyst and writing reports on what you see if there's a problem. Now, the directions are very simple. I know you will read them on the sheet, but I'll just go ahead and tell you that you're going to read the logistics case problem 5.2 over paper2go.com, and that's on page 176 of your book. You're going to pretend that you're a logistics analyst, and then after you read this case study, you're going to take the 2 parts, A and B, from the case question number 1, and you're going to prepare this business report, outline the situation and possible recommendations from these 2 parts. So it is in your book. and then you're going to make up your report based on what you would answer in parts A and B of question number 1. If you want to make an appointment to meet with me to talk about this paper to kind of see that if you're understanding if you're going in the right direction on what I exactly want, I would not attempt to do this paper until you talk to me. And so again, and this is something once you kind of look over the model report, I think it will kind of alleviate some of any question you might have. But we can make an appointment, we can talk, call me on the telephone, send me an email, and I'll make sure that you're on the right track with this project and this assignment. It is not as long as the academic research paper, so I think you will find that to be kind of a refreshing change as well. Now, prepare this report as if your boss, aka me, asked you to do this. So this again is not academic in nature, even though you are getting a grade for it, but if you follow the general format, you will meet my specifications. You put in your cover sheet, your introduction, your table of contents, you do an introduction, a body, and your conclusion and recommendations, but pretty much answering parts A and B on question 1, you will not have any problems at all. But I've got some helpful hints on helping you go to Microsoft Word and find the template, and then go in and learn how to insert Excel tables into Word. If you've got some of your information in numerical format and want to look fancy and go in there, you can do that. So those are things you're going to find. It's not very, very demanding in nature. It might be a couple of new things that you might not have had experience before, but that's kind of the fun part of learning. You get to kind of learn how to do things that maybe you haven't done before. And then on down the line, you'll be glad you've done it. So this report is not optional. It is a required report. It's worth 100 points, and it's due November the 30th. So hopefully you should be getting started. But again, if you have any questions, I hope that it all goes well. And just remember, there's a whole lot of neat file templates for the business report on Word. So again, if you need help with any of that, you do not hesitate. In other words, don't put it off because I'm not going to call Ms. Parson. I'm not going to ask her. Please do. So immediately when you get this and you start reading it and I don't know where to go in Word, type an email, give me a phone call. You're not going to be alone in this project, but you're going to be just fine. So happy writing. I hope you enjoy it and learn a lot from it, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day.